So I've had my Ray-Ban Meta Wayfarer glasses for just under a year. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because I'm sending it in for warranty replacement because of the battery life. A battery life issue. I love these glasses. I think the image quality outdoors or in good light is amazing. All of the updates, I think they're up to 11.0 is their version software now. Would highly recommend this. I got the transitions version, the clear to gray transition lenses. They're great. Use these as much as possible. Always have them in my bag to A, use the AI features, B, as sunglasses, C, for the video and social media aspect of them. That said, speaking of social media, I was filming some videos of me snow skating, which is, if you don't know, which most people don't know, it is a skateboard that you basically ride like a snowboard, but without bindings. It's incredibly challenging, a lot of fun. It's a great thing to do in the neighborhood because you can't go very, very far on it. And that said, we had a snowstorm, a couple of snowstorms the last couple of weeks, and I went to film outside. And keep in mind, I live in Washington, D.C. It doesn't snow that much anymore, and it doesn't get that cold here. And so these days were in the low 30s. And I noticed as I was filming these 10, 20 seconds tops and shots of me snow skating, the battery life was just going down from 90% down to 15 or something like that. And I'm like, that can't be right. And I kept the case with me. In fact, I brought a bag where I brought up Action 5, Insta X3, and I brought these and the case because I knew it was cold, and I wanted to be able to recharge my stuff, and in case I needed to get a really cool shot. And I wasn't out there that long. But I was like, man, the first day I was like, man, maybe it's cold. I've got a hat on, and because I don't want to get a cold. I'm going to be cold. I'm going to be outside for a while, so I don't want to get cold and be shivering. Hood on the first day for sure because it was overcast. Hood on, nice warm hat, and I was still getting like, it would go from recording a 10-20 second clip down to the low teens as far as battery power. I'm like, oh man, that's kind of wild. And I would take the glasses out, put it in the case, and then make another shot with my other cameras. And I was like, okay, well maybe it's a little bit too cold for that. I was like, but man, it's like at worst 30 degrees, at worst. And there was the subsequent days I'd go out for a little bit, and the weather was getting warmer and nicer. And this particular day was the nicest day by far, warmest, and it was 36 degrees. Hat on, keep in mind you got your glasses on and your body's radiating heat. You got a hat on, so the temples, I'm imagining the battery is stored in the temples. It insulated over that. And that was really bad because I was like, maybe I was just being a little too hard on these glasses, but no, that's when I knew something was up because they went from 89 to 6% with filming a 10-second clip. And I'm like, okay, put it back in the glasses, like do it, A/B test, do it again. Same thing. It dropped from the low 90s down to 5%. And I was like, okay, well, let me just double check the weather. And then, I did hey Meta, what's the temperature right now? And it said, 36, I think it was. And then and what's the battery power? 5%. I was like, okay, that's getting a little too low, and put it back in. So that said, I went ahead and initiated, double checked the warranty, and when I bought the glasses, because memory is weird at my age, and so I verified, yeah, it's still under warranty, and so I initiated a service request through Ray-Ban and their Meta. They have through their portal, is it a Ray-Ban product or is it a Meta product? So I went down the Meta product, got a service request, it went through. I basically described what the problem is, a battery issue, and I believe it got back to me and it said that your request for replacement has been approved. And I'm like, okay. And keep in mind also, at the same time, a couple of days earlier, my Osmo Pocket 5, DJI Osmo Pocket 5, the screen, had the screen issue, the flipping part stopped working, and sent that in. So I'm like, man, like everything of mine is breaking. So I've already had, and that processing the warranty was incredibly seamless. And I was impressed with the warranty processing experience with these. That said, we're going to review your request, and then eventually said it was granted, but we need you to actually call our service department to make arrangements for your glasses to be shipped back. Like, okay, well, this is so far so good. It's very, very seamless, great process. This shouldn't take too long. And it specifically gave me a service request number. And so I call the number. Someone picks up immediately, English speaking. And they proceed to ask for the service request number. But more importantly, it started asking me for all the information that I manually inputted into to get that service request number. And at a certain point, the person kept on asking for the zip code and what country this is in. It's like, okay, well, that's when I was kind of like, why do I have to verbally re-input all of this information, wasting your time and my time. But I wasn't upset. I was just like, this is very, very inefficient. That said, she told me, we're going to send you a package that's going to be basically a return kit. And what it came from Jersey. I'm in Washington, D.C. It's just basically a box and to ship this back into. The problem is it came from Jersey. Something from Jersey to DC should take literally a day. UPS, and UPS is awesome. It's supposed to show up on a Saturday afternoon. Like, okay, well, that's really cool. It didn't. I didn't receive the kit until late yesterday night, 9:30 p.m. last night. But that said, I'm gonna box up the glasses and send them back. And the original service request said that they are going to replace them. And I'm imagining this is an issue. I just don't want to go without my glasses for too long. So I love these things. And I'm not sure where the return lab. So this is going to Georgia. So this should only take a day or two tops to get to Georgia. Hopefully they'll just kick me back a new set. And I'll report back on how this goes. But again, I love these glasses, not complaining at all. I'm curious. I've got 10 million of the cameras. I'm curious to see how seamless this problem gets resolved. I'm curious enough that I am willing to risk not having my glasses that I love, and I hope it's just not one of these things where, again, it was 36 degrees. It's cold, but it's not like cold, like 20 or 10, and I had a hat on, and it's not like a camera that sits out in your hand and you're holding it, where you're just like, okay, well, that's really, really punishing a battery. But punishing a battery is a rather linear decline in battery power, not a precipitous drop from 10-second 1080p clip to, and it's not 4K, which I'm sure the next generation of these would be 4K. But that said, like I said, the video quality outdoors in natural light, in good lighting, I don't miss the 4K. If 4K is going to kill the battery faster, I'll just assume keep 1080p at 60 frames per second, as opposed to a higher resolution at a lower frame. So you can use it make it a little bit more versatile. But that said, I'm going to report back and let you guys know how the warranty process goes. Fingers crossed. Okay, so this is a convoluted process of what they send you for warranty. You have a box that's shipped in a box, and a box in the box. Well, I think this is a box, because whatever this thing is, came in like this, I believe. And I guess the idea is you put, okay, this is, now I just figured it out. In case this could help someone. This sits in here. Or does it? I'm guessing this is basically a cradle for this when you send it back. But it didn't come out, this did not come out of the box like a cradle. And I'm going to try to figure out, that's clearly wider than the box itself. Okay, maybe this way. It'll go in this way. Yeah, anyway. So if you get this, the glasses go in, well, no, crap, that doesn't work either. Yeah, this is janky. See, and if you push it in, it kicks it up. Maybe it goes in like this, and then this closes. Yeah, so I guess that's it. It kind of sits in here. And they give you a plastic bag to wrap the glasses in, to put in the case, in the box. In the box, I'm gonna seal this, because it tells you to seal the case in worse than IKEA instructions, and put a alert, battery alert issue. Okay, so yeah, so we're I think we're good. Yeah, there it is. But that does you no good. I don't feel confident in shipping this box as it is in UPS, via UPS. I'd rather put it back in the box that it came in. Anyway, wow, that was a lot of stuff I just told you.